Bam, bam, bam. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerds and nerdettes. This is Nerd Thug Radio.
Ow!
I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
You're listening to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1,
Siesta Stations.
and worldwide at...
IRLoneStar.com.
That was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, that's like my podcast voice working in
No,
there.
that's not your podcast voice.
That's
like
like
my-
keeping it. That's like keeping it cool voice.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Keeping it cool with Corey DLG.
That would be
Friday
like-
nights at 10.
Yeah, dude, I would like jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If you're checking out the podcast, hopefully you're at nerdthugradio.com or you're on iTunes or you've checked us out at facebook.com/nerdthugradio.
Stitcher.
Your Android users or Google Play Music.
Mm.
So follow us everywhere. Hit us up on the Twitter, the tweet, at nerdthugradio. We just come off a weekend of awesomeness at Louisiana Comic-Con.
I'm
Oh my
exhausted.
gosh.
I'm exhausted.
I am so exhausted. And guess what? No slowing down, because now we're gearing up for Houston Comicpalooza.
Man,
It's like the fun never ends.
the huge announcements that have been coming.
Oh my God, we're doing media coverage for them, so we'll be there too. You guys should come out to Houston
Yeah,
Comicpalooza.
absolutely.
Mother's Day weekend, which is May 12th, 13th, and 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. Tell Mom you love her on the 11th, and then spend the rest of the weekend
Get
at
with us.
Comicpalooza. Yeah.
But yeah, Comicpalooza, for all you guys listening out there, any of your favorite Marvel Netflix characters, they're going to be there.
Yeah, they are. I really hope we get to talk to some of them.
I really hope Charlie Cox can see us. That'd be great.
You know he's just a good actor. He's not actually blind.
I know,
Okay, all right.
but
we could
it just sounds
establish
funny.
I just want to warn you.
It just sounds funny.
Just don't make any vulgar
I hope
gestures. and be
Daredevil can see us.
Like, yeah,
And then they just announced this over the weekend. Chuck Norris is going to be there.
the man,
The legend.
the
legend.
myth, the legend.
Before we get
Norris.
any further into Chuck Norris real quick, Corey DLG, why don't you tell them about our friends at Space Cadets?
Yeah, all right, guys. So as we sit here and we're talking nerdy to each other, it takes me back to the old days when we used to do this at our favorite comic shops. And nowadays, the place we do that is Space Cadets Collection, and Gaming. We go there and we have a great time playing HeroClix. They have Dungeons and Dragons going on almost nightly. They have a massive inventory of comics and other nerd stuff. And they are the proud home to the largest Pokemon League in Texas. Any listener to the show that enjoys all the nerdy stuff, and I know you guys do, they should check out Space Cadets on Robinson Road in the Woodlands. That's Space Cadets Collection and Gaming on Robinson Road. Tell them Nerd Thug Radio sent you, and you might get a special offer.
Holla and the Savages spend a lot of Friday nights there.
We do.
So, yeah, you're a Savage now. Thanks for
Yeah.
joining the clan, bro.
Whatever.
So,
Took you a
speaking of
while.
Chuck Norris, what's your favorite Chuck Norris movie moment? Anything Chuck Norris related? Go.
So Chuck Norris has like a really kind of interesting career where for a minute he was one of the cheesiest, lamest things ever. He starts out as like one of the very few American martial artists. So when the martial arts movies came out, he kind of was the benefactor of that. Him and Bruce Lee benefited the most from that big explosion. Bruce Lee unfortunately was unable to live long enough to see the benefits of that.
Right.
Chuck Norris made a killing with all
Nothing
these.
can kill Chuck Norris.
Right. So then Chuck Norris kind of fades away a little bit for a minute into obscurity, and then the internet is born. And the first thing the internet does on its mission is resurrect the career of Chuck Norris with the sayings. All of these sayings about how tough Chuck Norris is. Those are the greatest things ever. Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth down.
So great.
They used to be...
So great.
Chuck Norris went on a vacation to what used to be called the Virgin Islands. Like, everything Chuck Norris does is now been
legendary.
amplified. Like, he was actually on... Remember there was an old sports show on Fox Sports Network the first time around when they first tried it?
Okay.
Which had, like, Roseanne's ex-husband on it.
John. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. It was Chris Rose and Tom Arnold.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
John Sally.
Right.
And so the three of them...
They
and
try to
then-
be like comedic sports.
And, actually, you know what? I think John Krupnick was there, and he basically owes his... like
John Crook.
Yeah, he basically
The
owes his...
Crookster.
The Cruckster basically owes his television career to
To
that
those
show.
guys. Yeah, he was there. Then he became...
Then he's actually on ESPN
He's
now
Mr.
doing baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah, he is super baseball. But anyway,
My Wikipedia's not working.
so Chuck Norris comes onto there one time late at night, and I'm watching it. I'm a young drunk man at my house at the age of like 20, watching, and Chuck Norris comes on, and they're talking to him about all these different sayings because the internet
Right.
blew him up at that point. And Chuck Norris goes, yeah, they're all really funny. He goes, there's one that I didn't think was too funny. I kind of felt a little bad for. And they're like, oh, okay, what was that one? And he said, yeah, there's one that said that Chuck Norris's tears can cure cancer, but Chuck Norris never cries. He goes, I didn't really like that one. He goes, that one's not my favorite.
That's so funny, though. I liked, there was the movie with a young Brandon something. I don't remember. He was just
Brendan Fraser.
No, he was just a child actor, but he was trained to become like a martial artist.
Oh, like Sidekicks.
Yeah, Sidekicks.
Yes.
God, that was my favorite Chuck Norris movie.
I definitely watched the movie like 10 times.
Man, that movie was so good.
So one of the coolest movie moments for Chuck Norris, I would think personally, is when he fights Bruce Lee.
Yeah, it's a good one.
They actually do fight. Chuck Norris is actually winning 2/3 of the fight, but that's very much Bruce Lee movie style.
Yeah.
Lose, super Bruce Lee kick to the face.
Done.
Win. But there's a part in the fight where Bruce Lee rips off some of Chuck Norris's chest hair and throws it into the wind.
So
It is just
awesome.
so dirty. Like, it's such a dirty moment in a fight because, like, Chuck Norris is all, like, beefy All-American, but he's a hairy dude.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, he felt no need to shave before this martial arts
No,
movie.
why would he?
So he's like chest bearded out in this scene, and he's a hair sweater kind of guy. He's got the sweater going on. He's got like the full body fur scenario, and so literally they kind of do some moves and some punches, and Bruce Lee pushes Chuck Norris off of him. But when he does, he makes the fist because Bruce Lee always. Those watching on the YouTube right now are getting my Bruce Lee punch. But
Do it again.
Utter skill.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee would punch open-handed, and then at the last instant, close his hand.
Right.
Because that was the most force. That was the fastest
Get more
punch.
aerodynamics.
Right. Yes, Bruce Lee was actually concerned about aerodynamics when punching you in the face. That's how much better he was
You
than
need
you.
more power.
Right.
More power.
So he does like a Bruce Lee karate shove of Chuck Norris, and when he does, he brings some chest hair back with him and literally just throws it at him.
He does salty.
He does. His original Salty was Bruce Lee with Chuck Norris's chest hair.
That's awesome.
The only man to embarrass Chuck Norris.
The only man. I mean, if someone's going to embarrass you,
It's Bruce Lee.
it's got to be
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Speaking of cool old men,
How do you think Bruce Lee would have done in MMA?
Really
Bruce
well.
Lee?
Really well. He was really
not
intelligent
sure.
when it came to fighting.
He was. I mean, he invented his own fighting style. So flow like water.
Water. What's Bruce Lee's favorite drink? Water. So
That's
good.
such a bed.
When Chuck Norris swims, the sharks are in a steel cage. Okay, I'm just gonna read some Chuck Norris things because they're
Do
great.
it. Let's bring it.
Chuck Norris once kicked a horse in the chin. Its descendants today are known as giraffes. That's so good. Chuck Norris doesn't breathe air; he holds it hostage.
So, but like,
I'm just gonna randomly say these the entire show.
as great as Chuck Norris is, though, you got to admit, like, when you go back looking at what he actually did in his career, it's a lot of cheese.
Texas Walker.
Walker, Texas
This Ranger.
Ranger.
Oh man, the only episode I've seen of Walker Texas Ranger is when he goes to the Indian burial ground, like in a construction site.
I can only imagine the horrid B-level awfulness of that.
Yeah, and the ghost Indians. Oh, it's a
Does he
good episode.
karate fight the Ghost Indians?
I don't
Oh,
remember
please
that
tell
well.
me
It's
he
been
karate-
years. I'm pretty sure he does.
Please
though.
tell me he karate fights the Ghost Indians.
Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
So Chuck Norris, a little bit of trivia here.
Chuck Norris trivia. I'm down.
Walker, Texas Ranger is the only television theme song sung by its lead actor.
By Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is the singer of Walker, Texas Ranger.
That's right, because he's Chuck Norris. He does what he wants.
Right. They were like, hey, we're going to get somebody in here like Travis Tritt or somebody, and they're going to lay down 40
He was like,
seconds.
no.
Chuck's like, nah, man, I got this.
He was like, Travis who?
I'm
Nothing.
pretty sure I heard you say
you know
Chuck
why?
Norris.
It's because Chuck Norris's calendar goes straight from March 31st to April 2nd. No one fools Chuck Norris.
All right. Okay. I like that.
I've got a day. I can do this for days.
So anyway.
He's got a ranch out here, in between.
Chuck Norris does.
Yeah, it's like the Lone Wolf Ranch or something.
Of course. Because
Like
it wouldn't
Anderson, Texas or something like
it
that.
wouldn't just be called like the Norris Badlands or
No.
anything. He would, of course, be like, the Coyote wins.
Right. And Chuck Norris has already been to Mars. That's why there's no sign of life there.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so obviously we're clearly excited that Chuck Norris will be at Comicpalooza. I think all I would like to do is, I think if he does any sort of panel or event, we just need to make 400 signs with all the different sayings on them
And just
hand them out to people as
yeah.
they walk into the event.
Like Chuck Norris does not sleep. He waits.
So stupid.
Chuck Norris knows Victoria's Secret.
That's pretty good.
Chuck Norris doesn't dial the wrong number. You answered the wrong phone. This is so good.
You answered the wrong phone.
All right, let's get off of Chuck Norris here. What else we got? What happened this week? What was anything in your week?
Yeah, I've got some great stuff, but I don't have enough time to get to it, so we'll jump into that next
All right.
segment.
Well,
So,
what do we got?
Comicpalooza. So you've got Charlie Cox, aka Daredevil, is going to be there.
Luke Cage.
Mike Coulter. You're going to have Finn Jones, who's
Finn Jones.
Iron Fist. Jessica. Who?
Finn Jones.
Who? What's her name?
Jessica
Ritter.
Ritter.
She's the only one they haven't announced yet. I would assume it's probably coming because the girl that plays Colleen Wing,
Yes.
she's going to be there as well.
I really hope we interview her.
Foggy is going to be there. Who else is coming?
Have they announced if the girl from Daredevil is going to be there?
No. Oh, man.
Easy.
I love
Easy, killer.
that chick.
Easy.
I love that chick. I think I talked about my love for her.
You did.
Episode 4 or 5 or 1.
You
maybe.
proclaimed her,
One.
you proclaimed her Vixen worthy, and
Yeah.
we got some feedback on that. We
did.
had some people who were not as
I will
enthused as you were.
I will destroy them.
But yeah, I really want to interview Colleen Wing.
I want to interview the chick who's playing Mantis from.
Oh my god, that girl is gorgeous.
She is I didn't realize how super hot she was.
Yeah, because she looks like an alien on the movie, which is accurate.
Mantis.
is
An alien.
right? But yeah, the girl is actually.
When I showed you her picture, you were like, "Who is this?" I was like, "This is the girl playing Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy 2."
It says in the picture that it's her playing. It's Mantis from Guardians.
No,
what's
he sent me like a photo, like a headshot.
What's going to be great also
Oh,
is
same one in the group chat 'cause it had the name.
Oh, did it?
Comicpalooza is coming the weekend after Guardians 2 releases.
Oh, so we
So
can talk to her about the movie.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Gots to get in there. Gots to.
Gots to.
Okay, we're not going to lead with that. I
Gots
don't
to.
think.
So, hey.
Excuse me.
Gots to get in there.
Excuse me, Miss. We got to get in
I
there.
can't pronounce your name, but I gots to get in
Yeah,
there.
we're gonna have to learn some names, guys, because we just named.
Also,
we were like 50-50 there.
Dana Panabaker that plays Killer Frost,
Okay.
Kid Snow in The Flash will be
Yes, she will,
the
as well as the
there. Chick that plays Iris West from The Flash will also be there. So there's a lot of good people coming. There's I think Amy Jo Johnson and
Yeah, several of the Power Rangers have been announced.
Amy Jo Johnson and the guy from Kingwood, the Green Ranger. What's his name? The original.
Jason David Frank.
Yeah, he'll be there as well.
As well as the Yellow Ranger that we befriended.
Karen Ashley? I don't know if she'll be there.
Popcorn.
I haven't seen her announced
thought I
yet.
saw her photo.
We saw her over the weekend, but I don't know if she told us she was coming to Houston Comic.
I thought she was.
Comicpalooza.
Okay.
But yeah. With that, let's jump out to a break real quick. We come back. I'll tell you about my interesting Easter weekend in Georgia.
Okay.
Nerd Thug Radio.
Hashtag talking nerdy to you.